Hi everybody. Today we're going to be going over how to manage categories and tags for your WordPress website. So we're starting off in the back end of the website, and we're going to move over to the left sidebar, and we're going to hover over posts, and you'll see when you hover over it there are two links, one for categories and one for tags. So we're going to start off by managing the categories, and the categories and tags work very similarly, which you'll see towards the end of this video. But for now we're in the category section, and you'll see in this table on the right all the categories that are currently set up for the website. So you'll see the name, the description if you assign any description, you'll see the slug, and how many posts are in that category. So when you hover over the name of a category, you'll see there are some quick options down here, and if you take a look at the quick edit settings, you can change the name of the category or the slug or the URL for this individual category. So we'll take a look at the edit settings, and you'll see when you edit the settings that you can change the name and the slug, like the quick edit settings. You can assign a category a parent category by choosing one of the drop down items, or you can add a description. So for the parent category is used when you have a hierarchy of categories. So for example, we have this category called food, and let's say we had another category called pizza. So pizza is a subset of food, so if this was pizza, as the parent category, I would click this drop down and click food. So assigning parent categories helps make your website more organized, helps organize your categories and your posts to make it easier for people to find. So for the description of a category, you can assign a description here, and depending on which theme you're using, not every theme takes advantage of the description of each category, but if you wanted to use it and your theme doesn't use it at all, you can use it for back-end purposes so that you know what each category is being used for, and then it'll show up in the back end. So back in the category section, if we added a new category, we can add that over here. You also have the option to add a new category from an individual post, which we discussed in a previous video. But from here, if we want to add a new category, we would just add a name, and let's call this test category, and we'll add a slug, and the slug is the part of the URL that comes after your domain name. So our domain name is bluesofttest.wpengine.com, and the slug would come after this slash over here, and the slug with the domain name would be the URL for this category. So let's say the slug was test category. So if you wanted to get to this category to see all the posts in it from the website, you would go to bluesofttest.wpengine.com/test category. Something also important to note is that when you're creating a URL for any page on your website, it doesn't register spaces. So if you wanted to put spacing between different words in the URL, you either have to use a dash or an underscore. If you accidentally include spaces in the URL, the website will automatically default it and set it as a dash instead of a space. So something important to keep in mind. So continuing down, the parent category, if we wanted to assign a parent category, we can assign it here, and we'll add a description. So now if we save our category, you'll see that it shows up here with the name, the description, the slug, and how many posts are in the category. And you'll see that because it's a new category, we don't have any posts assigned to it yet, so the count is set to 0. If you wanted to see the posts that are in each category, you can either click View to see it on the front end of the website, and you'll see that we have 2 posts in this category, or you can click on the count itself and see in the back end it will take you to the post section of your website in all posts, and you'll be able to see the posts in the back end that belong to this category. So with that, we'll move over to the tags section, and you'll see that tags function very similarly to the categories. From left to right, you'll see that you have the name, the description, the slug of the tag, and the count of how many posts are tagged with this specific tag. If you go to the quick edit settings, you'll see you can change the name and the slug for the tag. And if we go to edit, you'll be able to change the name, the slug, and the description. So the only thing missing here, different from the category section, is the parent category, and that's because tags can't support a hierarchy like the categories can. So that's why this section is missing. But aside from that, it works very similarly, and once you make all your changes, you want to make sure to click update, and then any updates you make will show in this table. And if you want to delete a tag or a category, you can either click the delete button underneath the tag to delete individual categories or tags, or you can choose the boxes next to the ones you want to delete, click the drop down, and then click apply. And that will delete all the tags or categories. And that's how you manage the categories and tags on your WordPress website.